Suspended from Sunday School presents Bible Conversations, familiar Bible stories told from a perspective you've never heard in church. This week's conversations tell the gripping story of David and Goliath, in which an overmatched underdog comes out victorious with a little help from on high. And now here's our host.
What's up? The books of Judges, 1st and 2nd Samuel, and 1st and 2nd Kings give us courtside seats to witness the spectacle that was the seemingly never-ending conflict between the Israelites and the Philistines. They both sparred with other nearby nations, but their beef with each other was different. They could be looked at as the Iron Age predecessors of the Crips and Bloods. There was no war and peace. They were either at war or about to be at war. Smack dab in the middle of that history, the Philistines proudly introduced a lethal weapon.
Israel, stop delaying the inevitable. Every day for 40 days, I presented the terms of battle. Now pick a punk for me to demolish. The tip of my spear is thirsty for blood. Israel, enough of your cowardice. I'm not going away. I'll let you decide. Whose skin will I wear like a vest, and whose bones shall I use to stir my soup?
Bruh, don't look at me. I was trained to fight men, not monsters.
Me neither. I got a wife and kids at home. They're depending on me. It would be selfish and irresponsible for me to play the hero and leave them without a breadwinner.
What's the fuss, Gus? I expected to see combat down here, not a PTA meeting. Why are y'all just sitting around?
Hey! Whose boy is this? I don't need anybody breaking my concentration while I'm over here stretching my back so I can grab my backside with both hands and kiss it goodbye.
Ignore him. It's just my stupid little brother, down here to be nosy and cause mischief. Wait until our father finds out you left his sheep unattended to go off on a misadventure.
He knows I'm here. He sent me with food for you, Shema and Abinadab, and the sheep are in good hands. Now, why aren't any of you fighting?
You're dumb, but you're not blind. So I know you see the size of that guy. He's bigger than any two of us put together.
Didn't you hear what the king just said? He promised wealth, his daughter's hand in marriage, an exemption from taxes to whoever goes out there and splits the Philistines' wig.
Yeah, I heard the king's edict, but the more I think about it, money ain't everything, and his daughter is not really my type.
Y'all are some busters. Shook like tree branches in a windstorm. I got this. Greetings, Your Majesty. I hear you're looking for someone to step to the Philistine. Well, I'm the man for the job.
Man, look at you. You still have milk on your breath, while that guy has been kicking butt and taking names since he was your age. Plus, his shield bearer is bigger than you.
Saul had every reason not to have confidence in David. It helps to consider the scale of the challenge the youngster was opting into. Hey, Shaq, Goliath got you looking like an 8th grader, big fella. But look on the bright side, Diesel. I bet you shoot free throws better than that monster ever could. David wanted all the smoke. Nephew had heart. Plus, he had 0 losses in his previous life and death battles against bigger opponents, so he figured this skirmish would go the same way.
This won't be my first rodeo, Your Majesty. When a lion or bear came from my father's flock, looking to feast on lamb chops, I stepped in the way and beat the brakes off of the predator. The same God who gave me victory over the lion and the bear will make me victorious over the Philistine.
All right, kid. You go ahead. And make sure you take the Lord out there with you. Now, let's get you properly dressed for battle.
This gear won't work for me. I can't stick and move in this armor. And this sword, meant for close quarters fighting, puts me at a tactical disadvantage. I'd rather go with the tools that are tried and true. These 5 stones, hurled from my sling, should get the job done.
What is this? Some kind of joke? You insult me by sending out a child with no armor, no helmet, and no sword. Since you want to play kindergarten games, we're about to have show and tell. I'm going to tell all your conquered people how I showed your insides to the vultures and let them pick your bones clean.
You come equipped with big muscles, a big sword, and a big spear. I'm armed with the power of the Almighty God of Israel. Long story short, I win. After I strike you down, I'm going to cut off your head and keep it as a trophy. And what you said you'd do to me, will do to your whole army.
Bring it, little boy. I look forward to seeing your mama's tears when she finds out that there's not enough of you left to bury.
Silence. You've been out here running your big mouth for more than a month. Now it's time to show and prove, not show and tell.
He actually did it. Slayed the giant. Where did this kid come from? And where can I find more like him?
Dad, you'll never guess what I did today.
I hope it included getting that food to your brothers and their comrades in arms.
Yes, Father, I did that too.
What else have you been up to?
Well, there was this Philistine giant defying the armies of Israel, easily 9 feet tall. What's in the water over there that makes men grow that big? So anyway, I challenged the Philistine the same way I go after the wild animals that try to plunder your flock. He looked at my size and laughed. What he couldn't see was the size and strength of my God. But he found out, if I wanted to, I could have taken his big ugly head and worn it like a medallion.
You could have gotten yourself killed. How did you beat this Philistine giant?
That's easy. He may be small, but he's surgical with that slingshot. Homeboy don't miss a thing.
He flung his spear and I dodged it. Then I hurled a stone at him from my sling. God must have grabbed it in midair and guided it. It sailed over his shield-bearer's head and struck him dead in the center of his forehead. It was a one-hitter quitter. He crumpled like an onion peel, and his shield-bearer ran off in terror. That's when I stepped up, grabbed his sword, and made sure he would never get up again.
9 feet, you say? I bet none of your brothers will want to pick on you after today.
I'm not even thinking about those bozos. My thoughts are on my reward. I left home with loaves of bread, some corn, and portions of cheese. I'll soon be getting 2 new things: wealth and status. King Saul declared that whoever defeated the giant would receive riches from the royal treasury, a tax exemption for his household, and his daughter's hand in marriage.
All right, David, we see you, giant slayer. I can say without fear of contradiction that the Philistine had it coming. Nobody likes a bully. Sure, we cheer for the fact that the average Joe kicked sand in the face of the muscle-bound man. But the essential nugget of truth in this story is that when God, the undefeated Grand Master of the universe, is seated at the chessboard, he can make a pawn, which is the most limited piece. Take out the opponent's queen, their most dynamic piece. My advice: stop playing checkers. And like David, let the Grandmaster move you.
If you enjoyed this Bible presentation and want to see more stories like this, don't forget to click like and subscribe. Thou shalt not be disappointed. Join us again soon when Suspended from Sunday School presents another one of our Bible conversations.
We out.